Hello to everyone who is watching. Once again, welcome back to this tutorial video series on the Homoeonic software. Today we will review what we consider to be the key module in the software, which is the Patients module, as you can see right here on the screen that you have in front of you. As an overview, this video covers mainly three general topics, which are how to create a patient, how to search for a patient, and how to determine the personal frequency, which is something very important, which we will get into more detail as the video goes on. Well, sounds great, doesn't it? Let's get right into it. Now, in order for you to create a new patient, all you have to do is click the New button, which is on the left side of the screen right here. You can see my cursor. Once you click on New, it's going to open up a blank template that's going to allow you to input all of the information that you will ever need about your patient, which is awesome. That's what I think. And in the personal information tab right here, sub-tab, you will type in the name, the surname for the mother and the father, the date of birth, the gender, whether it's masculine, feminine, animal, or plant or soil, just by clicking on it. And on the right side here on this section, there is an option for you to add a telephone and email. In order for you to do this, just click right here on the button. Bam, really fast. Just type in the telephone number, for example. Just invent it right now. If there's an extension number, also type it in. And it's going to ask you to label it or give it a tag, if you will. And let's say this is going to be his office phone number. So just type it. Just push OK. And then there's going to be a line here that's going to show of the number that you just typed in, all the information. And if you want to add an email, it's the same process. But instead of typing in a telephone number, once the dialog box pops open, you just click OK. And that's where you're going to type in the email. This is going to be the same process. Just type in your customer's email, your patient's email, I'm sorry. And then, again, give it a label. I'm going to put office. And it's going to show right here. And for you to delete it, it's very simple. Just highlight it, and you're going to click on the X. And it's going to disappear like magic. And if you want to add a picture, it's also very simple, very quick. Over here on the right side of the window, there's going to be a generic picture depending on what type of patient you're creating. Just double click on it and you're going to get this new window. You can move it around if you want, and it's very intuitive. If you want to add a photo, click here, or if you want to delete it, it's very simple. You're going to click on add photo, just go to your pictures wherever you have it, double click on it, and you can also give it a label. Let's say just going to name it profile picture. Very simple, huh? Just push OK, and there we have it. Now in here, once you select it, in this window you can adjust it to fit the entire window, or just put the real size. And once you finish, just X out of this window, and there you have it. There's your patient's profile picture right there. Nicely done. Now over here, next to the personal information tab, there's the addresses. If you would like to add an address for your customer, you can do so just by double clicking this blank space right here. It's going to show you here. You can type in the street, the zip code, the city, any other important information that you find to be relevant. And then once you're finished, you would click on save. Let's say he lives on Baker Street, and just push save. And it's going to automatically save it. If I change the tab, it should be right here. It's already there. If you want to go back, just click on list and double click. You see it's still there. Now below this area right here on the screen, there are three sub tabs, which is the general, which is where we are, the background, and the diagnose history. We're not going to get into that because it's going to be part of another video that it will continue this series of tutorials. So let's go ahead and click on background, and in here you're going to add all of the information to create a medical profile for your patients. So you have 4 tabs on the background subtab. You have inheritance or familiar, you have pathologies, non-pathological, or any comment that you would like. It's very simple. All you have to do is, for example, select inheritance or familiar, click on the new button. It's going to show you a line here that says new. You can change the title or the label if you would like to call it that. Let's say there's a case of diabetes, and let's say his mother had, and so on and so forth. And just once you finish, just click on save, and it's going to change right here the title of the previous line that you just clicked in. So for example, right there, or if it's non-pathological, maybe he had an injury, and maybe it was a broken bone. You want to keep that for the record. Just click save, and it'll automatically do the same thing on every one of these subcategories for the background. Now, it's very simple, very easy to use. Now, going back to the general information for the profile is where we will find what we would like to think is the main key or the most essential piece of information that you're going to need for the machine to work and for the software to operate, which is the personal frequency or the PGR. Now, all you have to do is first put the witness or the sample of the patient into your machine. It could be the mantra one or any other one that you have. It could be a strand of hair, a drop of blood, or a nail. And once you've done so, you will click where it says Find PGR. Let me see if I already have a profile over here. We can complete it. You would click on Find PGR, and it's going to show you this dialog box. Just make sure that the sample's in the cup. And once you click OK, if you look at your machine, it's going to flash, and it's going to show you the percentage of when it's doing some processes, and then going back to the computer screen. It's going to finish, and it's going to generate the personal frequency number. Now, this personal frequency number is related to the gender, the sample, and some internal processes of the machine itself. This means that it's not a randomly generated number. And this is important for you to keep in mind because it gets the DNA is the same, but the reading will change because, well, matter is always vibrating, and depending on the length of time, perhaps that the strand was there, it will vary, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't belong to the same patient. Some people have been asking us that. And once you have clicked on Find PGR, all you do is save, and there you have it, right here on the left hand, under the name for this patient, which is Henry Colson. You will see the PGR that we calculated. Now, all of this is very important for you to keep in mind because in the following videos, everything will be related to the personal frequency or the PGR. Well, this basically wraps up the video. Thank you very much for your time. Remember to share this with someone who is interested or is also using the machines. And, well, thank you for your time and have a good day.